Hello everyone, this is Nikhila from the Yarn Artisan store. Welcome to my channel again. This is the second part of the demonstration for making the Earthen Bounty jewelry set. In this video, we shall be starting with the necklace. The first thing that you would be needing to make this necklace is an oval shaped 3 centimeters by 4 centimeters stone. This is actually a flat stone, that is, the base is flat and the top is actually made of glass, and it has this beautiful picture on the inside with blues and blacks and greens and whites in it, so it's very pretty when it is used in the middle. This is actually called a cabochon, and this is available online. I will post the link in the description box so that you can avail on that offer as well. So for this necklace you will be needing one of these, and because this has a lot of blues and greens in it, I have used, or I've chosen to use 8 millimeter blue and green beads so that they complement the colors in the cabochon. In addition to these beads, I have also chosen to use 6 millimeter golden beads. The colors of the beads don't matter, it's completely your choice, but I would recommend that you keep the sizes of these beads intact, 8 mm beads and 5 mm beads, so that the overall proportionality of the necklace remains intact. And again, because the cabochon has blues and blacks and greens in it, I have chosen to use those 3 same colors to make the necklace. So I have here, this is actually acid green color, and I'll need only very little of this. And this is blue. I'm going to make the center portion of this necklace with this blue color. And this is black. Most of this necklace, the basic color of this necklace is going to be black, with accents, the center portion made with blue and some other designs made with green. The first step in making this necklace is to form this central pattern. As you can see, I have made for this necklace, I've made it in cream color. So we need to effectively wrap this cabochon with yarn so that we can continue our macrame around it. The actual process of wrapping this cabochon, I am going to make that in a separate video, and you can click right there to get to it. Okay, now for making the necklace, the center portion of the necklace, we have wrapped this cabochon with macrame cord by the process of bezeling, and now we are going to start hooking in yarn through each of these lattice work. So I counted the number of lark's head knots on this lace work, and there are 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on, 26. So I have 26 black cords here, each one measuring 80 centimeters, and I have 2 of these lime green cords here, each measuring 20 centimeters. and to hook each of these, to insert each of these yarn, these black yarn, inside these individual lattice work, I am going to use a yarn needle. The good thing with the yarn needle is that it has a very flexible and a very large eye, so it can accommodate cords of different thickness, and I can actually push it in and pull it out with ease. And it is made of plastic and it's not very sharp, so there is no danger of you scratching your cabochon's pretty glass surface. So to insert a yarn, I insert it through the eye of the yarn needle, and then I come to this V that is formed by the lark's head knot, by the lattice, and I'm actually going to insert my needle through that V and then pull it out. So that gives you the first yarn. The first cord has been attached. We're going to continue that to each of these V's for each of these 26 cords. So to show that once again, just to make things clear, I take one of those pre-cut cords, thread it through the yarn needle, locate the next V, insert the hook, insert the needle through the V, and then I pull it out. So if I continue doing this to all the 26 knots on this, on the lattice, I will be able to attach all these pre-cut cords in here. Once all 26 cords have been loaded, I need to secure them in position. For that, I am going to do a row of double half hitches all the way around the central bezel. To see how to make half hitches, I recommend this tutorial. Now when I loaded each cord, I folded them in half. So of each of the 26 cords that I loaded, I've been folded in half. So now I have a total of 52 cords to work with. So when I'm doing this row of double half hitches, I'm doing it for 26 cords only. So I have started working a horizontal double half hitch line to fasten and to secure all these cords in place. So I've started from here and I've continued until I'm halfway down the cabochon. Now I will start from here and then work the rest of the half back down to the bottom. So I have worked half hitches on the left side and the right side of the cabochon, effectively dividing the number of cords in half on each side. I'm working on the last half hitch right now. 1 and 2. There. So each side now has 26 cords. Catch the 2 cords with which you just worked your last double half hitch. Those will be the center 2 cords, and on each side you need to take 8 cords. So this will be 1, and I need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So that makes 8 cords here. Similarly, I need 8 cords on this side. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. As you've just seen, ensure that you're taking the cords in order and not randomly. We put all these extra cords away so you can see clearly what exactly we need now to work with. So we need 8 cords on this side and 8 cords on this side. So a total of 16 cords we have taken. So let's continue. Now we have 4 vertical half hitches on the right and 4 on the left. The next step is to take the outermost cord on the right and make a set of horizontal half hitches, double half hitches along it. Make sure again to use the cords in order and not at random. Okay, I have completed the other side as well, and now only the final stitch remains, the final knot remains to connect these two cords. There we go. As I said earlier, I had taken a length of 20 centimeters of the green cord, and with my degree of tension and tightness of knotting, I find it to be perfect. So if you feel that this length is a little too short for you, by all means start with a longer green cord. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side as well, and I'll meet you back once I've finished it. So I've finished both sides of the vertical double half hitches using the green cord, and if you have already watched the Earthen Bounty earrings tutorial, you will notice that the last and the second last row in the earring also has the same technique used for the green cords. So that's exactly what I've done using the green cord in the earrings as well. Now in the necklace, in the next step, what I'm doing is a row of double half hitches, but this time I am overlapping them So I've worked a total of 4 overlapping sets of double half hitches, and I'll be doing the same thing on the other side. The bottom of the necklace is now done, and we're going to proceed on to the two sides. I will complete what needs to be done on the left hand side, and we'll come back to you when we have to start the right. So I've put away these 3 cords away, and I'm going to be working double half hitches using these cords. Please take your time to ensure that the double half hitch angles neatly around, forms that sort of an arc-like curvature for each one, because that is what gives beauty to this pendant, sort of like the wings of an angel. So that is the only place where you need to actually take your time, and do these half hitches slowly, shaping the row as you go. Because as you can see, I've put the bead here, and that sort of gives the space at this end. So as I'm going on with the double half hitches, I'm reducing the space as I go so that I can get that curvature there. So here I have reached the end of that row, continued so as to create that curvature there. Now this holding cord, that is, I can let it go. For the next row, I'm going to be adding a bead to this outermost cord. Okay, so I've added the bead, and if you can see, I have removed the second cord here. The ends you can still see, but when I add the bead, it sort of hides the place and it gives a little more room so that the other stitches, other knots become that much clearer. So I'm going to repeat what I did with this first row here. So I've finished the 4 rows here, and I've cut away the extra cords, just like this here. Now I'm left with 8 cords over here, and in the 4th cord, I have added a bead. And I'm going to continue like how I've done this side, bringing all the cords into one place rather than being out flat. I'm just going to group all the cords by knotting them together, and I'll show you how. Now take one cord and bunch all the others together and do a double half hitch to secure them as a bunch in place. There you see, we have two bunches of cords which we can use for making the necklace. This is the end of part 2 of the earthen bounty necklace, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please do not forget to watch part 3, in which I show you how I finished this necklace. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.